And if you try to go to the
Double
high
the
end,
normal
you
storage.
want to buy a high-end one, go ahead and spend $500, right?
Exactly.
All right, and I've got Roku Express. Now, everybody loves Roku. It's the #1 streaming device out there, right? We all love it. But a lot of us are like, you know, I wish I could watch my regular TV because I don't get cable anymore. I got rid of that. Well, we are going to give you the one-for-all antenna. Guys, this thing has a 60-mile radius. You know what that means? That means if you live within 60 miles of any major town or city, you're going to be able to receive that signal. What does that mean? That means you get ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, Univision, PBS.
Guy,
Yeah.
I remember buying just a Roku for $149.99. You're telling me I get a Roku and
You get a
the
Roku,
antenna?
and you get an extraneous antenna, so that you can get all the channels in your neighborhood. Here's the best part. You pay for what you want with Roku, right? Whatever you want to stream, but all the rest of the TV, that's free. It's free TV.
It's free.
And so you're going to have an antenna to get all those major channels,
Great.
which have the big game and all that stuff on. And then you can also pick what you want with Roku.
Okay, so when you're
Wow.
sitting and you're watching your favorite television
Yeah.
shows, your favorite game, your favorite movies, are you gonna clean the air? Or are you gonna sit back and you're gonna relax? Or are you gonna go clean?
I
'Cause
would
you
rather
can't
have
clean the air.
something that cleaned the air
Right.
for me. But Pure Enrichment, and you know them from their little halo, which is
I have
incredibly,
4 of the halos.
yeah, they're amazing. What they do is they say, listen, we all know and we love air purification, right? It's important. We got pollen, we got dander, we got dust. I am dealing with pollen right now. You heard my voice yesterday. When I was outside, I couldn't even talk. It was that bad. If you want a way to fight that, but you don't want a big jumbo air purifier that everybody walks into your house and goes, what's wrong with your air? Why do you have that big giant tower in the middle of your room? Then let Pure Enrichment help you out. Let me tell you about this guy. It is brand new. It is going to clean the air that you breathe, okay? And it cleans the air every minute of the day while you have it turned on. It is powerful, but look at how portable it is. Look at this guy. This thing only weighs 4 pounds, comes with a handle. It has 360-degree direction, so you can put it in any direction that you want, left, right, up, or down. And it has multiple levels of filtration. So let me really give you a quick rundown. It has a nylon pre-filter. That's gonna get rid of the big pieces of the hair, all that nasty stuff. Inside, it has true HEPA, not HEPA Tech, not HEPA-like, not HEPA wannabe. It is true HEPA, and that's what you're looking for. And then finally, at the back end, it also has the activated carbon filter, which is gonna help neutralize odors and bacteria, things like that. Mega Clementi joins us. Hello, my dear. You gonna start up there?
I'm gonna start up here, but it's
All
so
right.
funny when as soon as you said like the big towers, you're like, what's wrong with your air? I always looked at the big towers as like an eyesore, but you're right, you see that, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, what am I walking into? If they need this big tower, how dirty is their air?
What'd you cook last night? Where are your
Right?
dogs and cats?
Well, now you can know. You don't need something gigantic. At only 4 pounds, your Duo can do the job. I'm gonna fill this chamber up with smoke. Why? Because smoke is one of the most difficult
Watch
particulates
this.
it is to get out of the air. Everything had disappeared, and before I could even get my hands back here, all of a sudden, it is clear again. Let me see if I can do that,
Do that
one
more time.
I know, it happened so fast. You can see all the smoke is coming out of
Now
the
watch.
side. Nothing is back here, and literally it's disappearing. That is 3-stage filtration. You know, we had 2-stage filtration before, but now we're giving you 3-stage filtration. So I'm gonna carry my little guy over here. Do you see how
Yep.
cute he is?
Yeah, well, listen, you
How
know what I
cute
love
is
about
that?
it? I love the fact that it's portable. So I can bring this room to room if I've got a guest room that I haven't used in a while and somebody comes over and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna clean the air in there for those people. I can put that in there as well. And it has so many different features. By the way, this is the, I think it's called the
The
Oat.
Sweet Oak, and it's exclusive to HSN.
Which
This
is-
was a color that we did with you
Love
guys.
this. It's like a nice light cream color. And then we also have it in the pure white. You can
Yes.
get one of either. Again, it only weighs 4 pounds. And this is gonna do everything that those big jumbo air purifiers do. It just doesn't do it as many times in the size of a room. But it doesn't matter because it's still multiple times in an hour will clean all the air in that room. So whether it's a bedroom, whether it's a bath area, maybe it's your laundry room. Like maybe it's, I have my kennel for my
Think
dog.
about all the lint that's floating
Yes.
around the air. If it is for the kennel, think about the dust and the dander and just the pet hair in general.
Yep.
Okay, so we've had the Halo. I love our Halo. It's been a bestseller here. And HSN reached out to Pure Enrichment. They said, we want to do something similar because it's so much fun, but we want to make it more fun.
Right.
And that's why we came out with this retro design. So there are things that you're going to see that are amazing like our Halo, but are totally different. First of all, yes, the design. We've gone throwback. We've gone retro.
It looks like an old radio.
It looks like an old radio.
I love it.
Think about if you have the record players, you have old cars, you're looking for that standout piece. piece. This is a super fun retro item that has such a bigger purpose. We've given you a detachable cord, something that we couldn't do before. So if you needed to move this from room to room, if you were having trouble getting to the cord because it's behind the bed, this makes your life just a little bit easier, so we can just pop that in. As always, you're gonna have your air coming out of the front, so it takes in the air from behind, cleans it in 3 stages, not 2 this time, but 3 stages, kicks it forward. But now, look at this, you guys. I can actually turn this vertical, and now I can kick the air up. What does this mean to you? It means in this direction, I can treat a room up to 615 square feet, and it's gonna kick that clean air all the way to the other side of the room.
That's 30 by 20.
That's a very big room, and it's gonna clean it every hour. If I'm in 127 square feet, that's cool. We're gonna clean it every 12 minutes.
Love it.
But now, what if it is a smaller room? What if it's a mud room, a foyer, if it's the bathroom, a large closet, a desk in your office? Now we can turn it vertical. How cool is this? So the air will come up. It'll take the stagnant air from down below and kick it up for those smaller rooms. And especially if you're thinking about your office desk, nobody wants to have their eyes dried out, their throat dried out because they have air just being shoved right in their face. This will purify your office space without drying out your face.
If you love to cook, like I do, all right, this is gonna get rid of odors. So you could use it after you've cooked. If you've made bacon or something like that, or popcorn and in the microwave, the whole place smells like popcorn. If you have a dog or a cat, I have a dog, and I love my dog to the end of the world, but let me tell you, if I clean her blanket in her crate once a week, and that thing smells like dog, if you want to get rid of odors like that, you can do that, all right? It also works on dust, and realistically, this time of year, pollen is terrible. I've never had allergies, but I went and saw my throat doctor a few weeks ago, and she's like, the pollen is gonna bother your throat. And yesterday I did an outdoor show, I could barely talk. So you need to get one of these, if for no other reason, to protect you and your family. So here's what we did. I know Megan has a lot to talk about. There's a lot of other features we haven't even touched yet. But if you wanna get it, look at the value. I love your company. They always give us the best deal. This is $109. If you buy it today, it's $50 off. If you get a brand new HSN credit card, what is that, Kyle, another 15?
That's
You
right.
can get it for $45.
Wow.
And you could try it out for 30 days. It makes a big difference. Listen, I was probably like a lot of you out there. I was like, what do I need an air purifier for? Until I started buying them. And then I love when I walk into my house, and I always say this, nothing beats the smell of nothing. It is neutral. I don't smell dog. I don't smell food. It just smells kind of neutral and clean. And that's what you're gonna get when you order this. And I love, again, the style of it. It looks like a retro radio. You could bring it with you on a trip if you're going to a hotel. I don't know what the air is about, like in the hotels you go to, but let me tell you, you go to Disney or you go to Universal, there's a lot of people using those rooms. You wanna make sure that air is the freshest it can be. We have this on FlexPay. We're gonna get into some of the other features, but Kyle, how many do we have of these? Let me see if Kyle's there. Hold on, I can look at my thing here. Do you know we only have 1,200 of these?
Oh.
So these are gonna go very, very quickly. Oh, and by the way, there's a night light too.
Yeah, the night light's really great. That's another upgrade from previous. Before we gave you a light and a brighter, now we're giving you 3 different light settings so they can keep getting brighter. Now, before we gave you a larger light, we learned from you guys that you don't necessarily want a larger light. So we've given you this light right here at the bottom. We can go to the 3 different levels, and you can see it right there. It's really nice. If we're able to take down the lights, that would be amazing, because what I want you guys to see is that the light points down. So if you were someone that said, when I'm sleeping and it's on my nightstand, I don't want to see a large light next to me, but I do want that soft light that's maybe pointing down toward the ground. So I can see where I am. This will give you that little bit of light you need, maybe just to walk from the bed to the bathroom.
So yeah, you won't trip over it because you see it.
As a night light. If I push the button, there's it off, the light, little brighter, and a little brighter. And you can see that it keeps getting a little bit further out, the brighter it goes. So it's just this nice little touch that we didn't have before that we're giving to you now. We talked about the filters. Again, we went from 2 and now we're going to 3. So you have the nylon filter on the front. As Guy said, that's gonna get your big stuff, especially the hair. But then underneath there, you see all those little lines. That's true HEPA, you guys. The real deal. This is what we call the gold standard in air filtration. That's what's gonna capture down to 0.3 microns. So what is that? We're talking about dust, we're talking about dander. When you look at a strand of hair, that's 80 microns for one strand. We're going not even to 1 micron, which is like asbestos and different bacteria.
Right.
We're going smaller than that, down to 0.3 microns, which is what smoke is. And we all know how hard it is to get smoke. This is gonna capture it. We also are giving you the carbon filter. So if you're like me, you burn food constantly, we're gonna capture those smells. If you're a pet owner, we're gonna capture those smells so that you don't have to smell them. Because this guy said, there is no smell like no smell.
No smell. If you come close, here's one of our
That's so
filters
gross.
that's been used, all right? And you can get in as close as you want. And if you're okay with breathing, and I'll show you something.
You said that to the camera. I'm gonna go a
Look
little
at this.
further back.
I want you to see what's on my finger. It's kind of hard to see, but, well, there you go. Look at that. See, it's hanging on by a hair.
Literally.
All right, so there's hairs in here. There are pieces of grit and grime. This is what is gonna go into your lungs, or has a chance to go into your lungs, if you don't have some kind of a purification system. And people are like, wait, I have filters on my intake for my AC. Those are not this filter. Those are not HEPA, unless you spend $300 a piece on them, all right? Plus, those need to be cleaned and changed out on a regular basis. This is gonna last you a full season at least.
Oh, this is gonna be good. If you use it all day long,
All
you
day.
never turn it off, it's gonna be good for 6 months. But
Right.
if you're utilizing, let's say the office, you're bringing this to work, you have it sitting on your desk Monday through Friday, 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock, this one filter in here, which it does come with a filter, is gonna last you 2 full years. 2 years. So that is a huge, huge savings for you. People love our filters because we make it so easy. You're not gonna write it on a calendar. You don't have to put the date on the filter so you remember when to change it next. A little light's gonna go off and it's gonna say, hey, it's time to change out your filter. And again, that could be anywhere from 6 months to 2 years because it's on how much you use it. Now, if you see this after 2-3 months because it's the first time you've ever had a purification system before and you're seeing this before the 4,300 hours, just vacuum it up. You just use your attachment on your vacuum cleaner, get rid of that so that it's nice and available to catch more of it. And you're gonna see what a difference it makes in your home. I'm gonna check in with Guy right now because he's over at the smoke chamber.
Well,
Because again, when we talk about the smallest of the small particulates, it's smoke and you're gonna see it disappear.
Smoke is one of the hardest things to get rid of, all right? And here's why. When you think about a smoke molecule, all the fires that they had out in California, right, which is terrible, we hear about it, but way, way before you can see a fire, you smell the smoke molecules. You won't even see the smoke. That is how dense that molecule is that you can smell it way before you see it. We got our chamber filled up. I'm gonna hit the button, and I'm gonna get a ton of smoke in here, and I'm gonna turn it off. Now watch how fast this purifier gets rid of it. You didn't know Megan was back there. Look at how quick. I'll do it one more time, and we'll load it up. And remember, this is the hardest thing to get rid of. Look, you can't even see her. Watch. And it is gone in 10 seconds. That is amazing.
It is amazing. This is the one thing, you said you love Pure Enrichment. I do too.
Yeah.
It's because
I have a
Pure
halo.
Enrichment-
I love the halo.
The halo's
Yep.
amazing. Pure Enrichment was one of the first to say, these things don't have to be luxury.
Right.
They can look fantastic, but they don't have to come with a luxury price tag. And so what Pure Enrichment has done is they've given you quality. They've given you American customer service. They've given you a 5-year warranty. They've given you cool style with this retro effect. They've given you an extra light setting. They've given you an extra type of filter with the 3-stage filtration system. And they've still given you the great price.
If you've never owned an air purifier, please try this. I love this as your first air purifier.
Absolutely.
Because it's not crazy price. It's very, very powerful. I love the design of it. It just looks like an old-fashioned radio, right? I love the handle, so you can move it from room to room. Take it into your bedroom. If you just want to buy one, use it in the living room, use it in the kitchen, use it in the room where the dogs hang out or the cats, and then bring it into your bedroom. Most important is to bring it into your bedroom at night. It's a funny thing. And it's like if you went to a restaurant, I'm gonna set up your next demo.
Yeah, thank
If
you.
you went to a restaurant and you sat down and there was like a piece of rice on your fork, would you be like, oh, free food? Or would you be like, somebody's disgusting fork is on my table? Or if you went there and you're like, excuse me, I think I need another glass of water because your water looks like this. Here, I'll stir it up a little to show you. There you go. There. Valerie, you said you lost your water. I would never do that to you. You would never drink that. Yet you breathe dirty air every minute of every day. How do you know that? You ever pick something out of your nose? Did you ever cough something up? What color is it? It's all that crud that's in the air. Your body is a filter. Give it a break. Buy one of these. You'll be glad that you did.
We hadn't talked about boogers yet. Thank you for that, guys.
Boogers, man. A booger is just pollution in the air, and your body doesn't want it. I'm just saying.
Our body's a good cleaning system, but how about we give our body a break and we just let the duo do it for us?
What? Punk Valerie.
I don't know how to go from boogers to tablets. There's no easy way.
Well, now, hey, it's all about entertainment.
True.
She's got entertainment for you.
I'm gonna try that. But you guys definitely made for an interesting and entertaining conversation when we're talking about air purification. But I will tell you, when you are enjoying that beautiful clean air, what are you probably doing? Well, you're probably on social media, or maybe you're returning an email, or you're trying to watch a favorite little clip of your show. And what are you doing that on? You're not doing that on your phone, right? You want to maybe sit down and watch your favorite television show, but maybe you're not in the living room, you're in your bedroom, you're in an airport, you're at a coffee shop. You want a tablet. Everybody wants a tablet. This is from Visual Land. I have the final quantity, it's my pick of the week, to bring you a touchscreen 10-inch tablet. It's the Goldilocks of the right size. It's got double up the amount of storage with an expandable storage capability. Android operating system, which is premium for fast, quick, performance, speed, all the things you want. And today you're getting it at an extraordinary value. We took it down at a 50% off value for our price. It's a $300 configuration, over $300, because not only are we giving you a brand new tablet, we are also giving you a case in the colorway of your choice that converts it to make it like a little laptop, because, oops, and you toss things around and look how easily it opened back up. It actually has a keyboard. So it's great for travel, it's great for on the go, and let me show you the case colors for you. It's on free shipping and handling, and instead of $300, it's $20 with our 5 interest-free credit card payments. You could choose the black folio keyboard case, pink, blue, or paisley. I'm gonna let you know, I was supposed to bring purple to you, but purple just sold out. So Aaron Berger is joining me. Sorry, Aaron, I wasn't able to snag the purple case off the display if you don't mind working with it. But it's so good to have a tablet and talk about it. And I wasn't saying $450, $299, even $150. I'm like, this is under $100?
It's a wild price for Customer Appreciation Month. To your point, when we think I need a new tablet, we think, okay, there's $300, $400 out of the budget for the month, right? And I'm not talking about a 7-inch tablet or an 8-inch tablet. I'm talking about a 10-inch quad-core in-plane switching, really fast tablet. Android Go, Android 13 Go, the latest version of the most popular Android Go operating system. If you've thought, okay, if I get into a tablet, I really want one, I need a new one, I haven't had one for a couple years, or my kids are driving me crazy for one, or graduation's, literally right around the corner now, right? Graduations are a month away. This is the best gift for you or for anyone else. But here's the big thing. I mean, there's a lot of big things. Here's another big thing. It's not just a 10-inch quad-core tablet. Look at all the things. I'll pull up my multitasking here. I've got hsn.com up. I've got Netflix up. I've got YouTube up. I've got all of these things up, and it's quick. I mean, who would expect this responsivity in a tablet under $100? Well, it's not other places. It's a $300 tablet, right? But I think this, for me, is what really puts it over the top. I'm using a G-Hold with this. We have G-Hold available additionally, so you can pick up a G-Hold to hold your tablet in one hand when you don't have it in the case. But look what happens. And Valerie gave you a little bit of a preview of this. This comes with a pogo case. A pogo case means there's a little connection port on the bottom. So when I put this tablet on the case, it automatically connects to a full-size keyboard. So this is a case, and this is a keyboard. It's both of those things. You don't have to connect via Bluetooth or USB. It's automatically connected. You don't have to charge it separately. It's built specifically to go with this tablet. And you know what this means, right? I keep saying, you're buying a quad-core, 10-inch, high-definition, in-plane switching tablet on the go, you're really buying a computer on the go as well, right? Because it has the full keyboard case, and because it's quad-core, this operates in every way. Many people need a new tablet, but they're like, gosh, I need a new computer too. Needing a new computer is right around the corner, because on my computer, I wanna watch YouTube, or I wanna do whatever it is. Well, you really have, I'm gonna turn the volume down. You've got volume on the top.
That volume's good.
Yeah.
That volume's nice
It's
and loud.
nice built-in sound. You really have both a tablet and a computer on the go with this for $99. This is our special edition Prestige. And the last thing I'll say before Valerie updates you guys on colors, I should just mention, I'm gonna just fast forward this a little bit so we get out of the dark. There we go, into the light. I should just mention that this is, of course, Customer Appreciation Month. And this is the only scheduled airing I have on my entire schedule for this tablet this month. I think we'll sell out of the vast majority of them today. The purple that I'm using, as Valerie said,
it's sold out. Okay, and now the black, I think I have about a dozen left in the black. That's the black case with the black keyboard, really sleek, very sophisticated. Think of Mother's Day, Father's Day, graduation gifts, Easter gifts even. Then this beautiful ballet pink, the royal blue. I love the paisley. It's not every day you can find a really kind of high fashion print, and those are all the colors that you're wearing. I mean, even Marla's, today's special, even your shirt, we're talking about prints and colors. And by the way, this does come brand new. I want you guys to understand this is not a refurbished 2022 tablet. Like, this is brand new, straight out of the box, and over a $304 value that today you're getting home for $20. When you think about tablets, you think about the size, you want the operating system, you want the storage and capability, you want the visual, you want everything to be high performance, you want it to have that in-plane switching, which means at different angles it's gonna look incredible, and you want it to really perform for you, for your social media, for maybe, taking notes or watching your favorite little YouTube video or watching your favorite Netflix show. This is what goes with you. And can I just say, it's really nice to have a dedicated device. Your phone sometimes just needs to be put away because the texts and the calls and whatever. Like, this is really nice for entertainment. It's great for the kids. You don't want to buy, maybe the young preteen or teenager and they want what mom and dad has, and maybe the tablet that you have did cost you $500, $600, $700, $800. Get this for them. It's $20 to get it home, and you have 30 days to try it out. It is a customer pick, which I love. I love knowing that our customers already made this purchase in the past, and we are in final quantities already with everyone placing their order, which is why you will not be back later today, Aaron.
No. Okay, so I have no further scheduled airings for the entirety of Customer Appreciation Month. If you need a new tablet, or someone's going to graduate maybe from high school or from college or grade school, just across the board, what a great gift. Nobody ever got a tablet and said, oh, you got me a tablet? It's like, oh my God, you got me a tablet? Like, for real? It's because it's something that we use all the time. This is the Prestige version. We've had it, I think, 2 other times ever at HSN because it sells out in an airing. It's been since Christmas, and before Christmas, it had been a year since we've been able to get it. It's the Prestige version. There's something different. The last time I sold the Prestige version in 64 gigabytes, which is how much memory is in it, I sold it for $99.99. Yeah, you can go find it on YouTube, actually. We've doubled the memory. So you can download more movies, more music, more games, more apps. This has, in fact, I'll show it to you. I was gonna show you something else, but let me show you right now. This has the Google Play Store.
Aaron, I'm so sorry, right before, black is now gone.
See,
this is
gotta be quick on it.
Purple is also gone, black is gone. I'm sorry, Kyle, which one's gonna be the next to go after black? Okay, so there's less than 100 left in black, and then pink, and then blue. Okay.
Okay, less than 100 left in paisley, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right, so and that paisley is exclusive to HSN. It's so much fun.
So cool, I mean, so fun.
If you've got the right personality for paisley, man, you know it already, and that's the tablet for you. What I was just gonna show you, because I mentioned we doubled the storage memory, but we didn't double the price. Last time we sold the 64 gig, it was $99.99.
Are prices going up?
I don't know if you watch the news.
Yeah.
But
just
it appears as though.
We are committed to honoring this price today. I just want to say that. It's not like,
Really
you know
good
what I
point.
mean?
No,
like,
we own these already. These are landed. These are in our warehouse. They're not in another country.
So get it now.
Here. So yeah, who knows what a price on a tablet's going to be in the coming
in
months.
the near future, yep.
Super important point. And with the bigger memory, you can put more games and more movies and more music and more apps. This is the Google Play Store. On the Google Play Store, you have access to over 1 million games and apps, tons of which are free, all the things that you love to do, all the games that you love to play, all the apps that you need. Sometimes, maybe, as much as it stinks, you got to get some work done in your life. Well, I want to show you a really nice feature. I'll remind you, because this is the Android Go operating system, so you know the Android operating system, one of the most popular operating systems in the world. This is Android 13 Go, the latest version of that lighter operating system, so it's faster, it doesn't bog your tablet down as much. You can do things that you wouldn't expect to do on a $99 tablet. You have a lot of options. So if you wanted to, if you needed to type an email, or you're taking notes for class or whatever, there's a virtual keyboard here you can use. Remember, and I'll show you this again in just a minute, we include the full keyboard case as well, the Pogo keyboard case. You don't have to charge it separately, you don't have to use Bluetooth, you literally just stick it on there. It's magnetic and it works right away. I'll show you that. But this is my favorite part. Obviously, I talk a lot and I talk fast. It's a professional hazard. So I can type more quickly, excuse me, I can talk more quickly than I can type. You see this little microphone button? Watch. This is how easy it is to talk to your tablet instead of typing on your tablet, period. So if your kids need to take notes in a class, but they can't quite keep up, they can just press that button and this can handle everything the professor says, period. Or if you're writing an email, or if you really want to journal every night, but it just feels like a chore to get out your journal and to write, you can talk to your tablet and it will take down everything you say. I'm not typing, I'm not expending any energy, I'm just saying what's on my mind. It can only do this so well and so accurately and consistently because it's quad core. It really has a computer brain inside of sort of a tablet shape, period. So that was a lot of dictation, right? Now I want to show you what's so cool about this. I can do it that way. I could type, obviously, on the keyboard here. You see I can type, or I'm going to just take my G-Hold off. I'm crazy about the G-Hold. G-Hold works, by the way, for any tablet. So if you have a different tablet and want to be able to hold it in one hand, we have G-Hold additionally available. So you guys saw, let's take a look at my tablet for a second if we could. I just took it, and I'll show you again. There's this little area on the bottom where it has these pins. They're magnetic, and you'll see it wants to connect at the right place. It automatically goes like where it's supposed to go there. Oh,
you upside down and backwards. You lost it.
I'm still upside down and backwards. That's okay, though. I'll just hop right back into my docks, and you'll see I haven't had to change my Bluetooth settings or anything like that. And look, I'm actually here. I'll go return, get a new Aaron.
I'm a terrible typer, so I like the dictation feature. No, seriously. I never took typing class. And now I talk for a living, so I'm a really good talker and a terrible typer. But I like the feature because, if I'm in the airport and you have to send off an email, or as you mentioned, you're at the coffee shop and you might be listening to your favorite music or your favorite podcast or watching your favorite show, but you're still getting work done because it's a multitasking device. And I would never be able to write or type what Aaron just said, but with a tablet that has that high performance, that Android operating system, double the amount of storage. Here's what's happening. We basically have about 4 minutes or sell out on this. Every single one of these is going to be gone. We've already sold out of 2 of the folio cases. Those protective hard cases that has that magnetic keyboard built in are gone. So we're down to 3 colors. Everybody gets this at a special customer appreciation price. There are 3 dozen left in Paisley, so this is about to sell out. Grab it now. It's a nice kind of harder case too. Also magnetic. It's going to grab, so you can pop this in a backpack, put this in your purse or a tote or a suitcase. Then we have that royal blue and we have that soft, beautiful pink. What I want to draw your attention to is the $20 flex pay, because I know you're probably saying, this is about to sell out, but I don't even have the $100. Wasn't prepared to pay $100 today. That's okay. $20 on any major credit card. We send you the entire bundle and you have 30 days to try it out. If you love it, you keep it, you pay it off. We send it to you for free. If you don't, you send it back, we give you your $20 back. It's that simple. I want to say, with the colors of the case, because your tablet's going to be the same with all the features that Aaron's going into, but with the colors, I want you to think of gifts. Think of your daughter, think of your son, maybe think of, somebody special in your life that has a big birthday or a retirement party, or maybe they're an empty nester, and there's a lot of moments where we want to get the big fancy things, but these are the everyday usable practical items. You could buy flowers for $150 for somebody. they last a week to 10 days.
And they're literally $150 to buy flowers.
I'd rather have a tablet and watch my favorite flower show or movie or something. I don't know.
And use it every
all the time.
single
all the time.
day, right?
Yep.
I want to draw your attention to the screen for a minute. I haven't made nearly a big enough deal out of this. Before these are gone, there's a couple hundred left, wow, literally for the whole country. Take a look, first of all, at the quality of the screen. I'm just going to hold this still, and we're going to get nice and tight on it. Look how beautiful on a $99 tablet. That is a high definition, 10.1 inch, in-plane switching. So even when you look at it from different angles, I mean, we're in a super well-lit studio, so you would normally see like a ton of glare and it would get dark. Gorgeous, gorgeous screen. Here's the other thing I want to show you. I'm going to just rewind that. It's not what you would expect at $99 would be a great deal for a 7-inch screen. It would be a great deal for an 8-inch screen. This is a 10.1 inch screen. It's like, check this out, 1, 2, almost 3 times the size. So that means more surface area. I've said this often in all the years I've worked here. I've literally sold millions of just Visual Land tablets, and they've been around since 2009 at HSN. Sold millions of tablets and computers and smartphones. Nobody ever got their device home and said, I wish I bought a smaller screen. Nobody ever said it. Buying the larger screen means you can see more. You'll enjoy your movies more. You can multitask better. You can, I haven't shown you this. You can go to any of your favorite websites. So I'll go to hsn.com or one of my favorite websites. You want to see something a little bit more clearly, or you want to read something more clearly, because it's this great big screen and it's touchscreen, you can pinch and you can zoom. You don't need your reading glasses anymore.
Yeah. Just like your phone, right? The pinch and zoom, but now you have a 10-inch screen.
Right, but it's not a 4-inch screen.
Exactly, and not 64 gigabytes, 128 gigabytes. Okay, here's what's, this is going so quick. I was not expecting every single one of these to go, but Paisley's now gone.
Gosh,
so
wow.
that one's out the door. Blue, how many? 100? 140 left in blue. I just want 160 pink. That is it. We are literally showing you the last and final call. I think there's an argument to get both. I think this is really cute. Oh my gosh, could you imagine doing like a gender reveal?
Oh, I love it.
And like you're giving the tablet. I don't know. I'm just like crazy like that. But you could also, a lot of the kids are now making like different types of stickers or like embellishments. They could create their own based on their school colors, their mascot, their favorite color. You didn't get Paisley, but maybe you could add your favorite design there. Let's go through some of the high level specs on this, because I think people are just realizing what's happening, and every single one of these is going to sell out.
I'm not saying I have a favorite color, but I did go to the University of Kentucky. I'm going to leave it right there. Okay, best things about it, 10-inch screen, high definition in-plane switching screen. It's a quad-core processor. What's that mean? You can do more and it's faster. You see, I've got Netflix open, I've got hsn.com open. I was playing games earlier, playing Crossy Roads earlier. The processor, the operating system, Android 13 Go, so the latest version of the Android operating system with the Play Store built in. The Google Play Store is the #1 app store in the world. Over 1 million games and apps at your disposal. Tons of them are free. You know Google, right? You know Android. It's incredibly well known for being easy to use. There is the Google Voice Assistant. I didn't get there built in, but you can talk to your tablet, ask it about the weather, those kind of things.
And does it have a camera?
And, 2 cameras, a 5 megapixel and a 2 megapixel front-facing camera, rear-facing camera, and because it has the keyboard too, great for content creation.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Content creation.
You looked at me. You think I'm a content creator? All right, we are going to give you just a few more moments to place your order. We are down to the pink and the blue. That is the folio case. That's the exterior cover, which, by the way, whenever you buy new electronics, you always want the extra things, right? Yes. So you want the case, you want the keyboard. We're throwing all that in with you for you today for $20. Basically, it's a race to the finish line. So if you're on hsn.com, make sure if you're putting it in your cart, you are checking out. You are not letting it sit there, because someone else's purchase will bump you out. You can jump to the front of the line by using the QR code. We are taking care of the shipping and handling, and you're getting it 2/3 off. I mean, that's like nearly a 70% off savings, and $20 bill gets it home. Is there anything we haven't touched on in our last second?
There's 3 quick things.
Okay.
10-hour battery life, so basically all-day battery life.
Amazing.
It has fast charge built in. One of the new things on the Prestige Visual Land, there's a USB-C port, so that's a faster charge. So you get a faster charge and a longer charge, about a 10-hour charge, which is absolutely awesome. The other quick thing, let me find it. There is, this is big. I should have spent more time on this. This has an expandable memory card slot.
Great.
You can put, unlike really expensive iPads, those sort of things which have fixed memory, you can pop a micro SD card in there. So you already have 128 gigs of built-in storage. But if you want to expand it, it's as easy as popping in a 64 gigabyte card or a 512 gig up to a full terabyte. It's the most expandable tablet I've ever seen. And what that means is it's future-proof. Unlike a tablet you buy at the mall that has fixed memory, if you want to add more movies, more games, more music, you don't have to pay for more onboard storage. You just pop in a micro SD card.
All right, so my producer just told me we have more people trying to place their order than we have left, so it's literally who can check out first. Not to rush you, but I'm rushing you. Pink or blue, and congratulations, though, if you've gotten this. Make sure you read the reviews and see how other people have enjoyed their Visual Land Prestige tablet. This is truly kind of be at the right place at the right time for those of you getting your order, because it's not coming back. We're not going to have another presentation. So I'll let you know when all of those are spoken for. Thank you for doing that real fast presentation, Aaron. We're going to take a short little break, and then I see trouble on the other side.
Absolutely.
The G by Giuliana woman is a woman who is a true fashionista. We firmly believe that every woman deserves to feel confident, beautiful, and comfortable. High-end fashion for the everyday woman.
For Jay King, every day is a new adventure. He travels the globe to bring you his mind finds and exotic jewelry collection. Discover brilliant gems and exquisite pieces you can only find here at HSN.
This Customer Appreciation Month, we are throwing a special weekend-long party just for you.
The gang's all here, and we're bringing our best brands,
appreciation price deals, gratitude-filled savings,
and super special surprises. Join us for Appreciation Celebration Weekend, April 4th through the 6th.
HSN Plus has more live channels. Welcome, my friends. More ways to shop. More of this.
I'm here to collect my $25 gift card.
HSN Plus has more of what you love, all in one place.
This is amazing.
All for free.
You're the best.
Watch and shop what's happening now, or catch up on what you might have missed.
Let's have some fun. Come on in.
Okay, you're bringing in the base.
See what all the Plus is about. Watch free everywhere you stream.
Once in a while, we're just laughing because we're having fun back here. And that's what Roku is really all about when you think about it. But every once in a while, a deal comes along that is so, it's hard to believe that we're doing this at the price we're doing it for. First of all, you're getting a Roku streamer, the #1 streamer. Everybody loves Roku. I have Roku. A lot of people have Roku. It's fantastic. What is Roku? It's basically a way to stream whatever it is you want without having to have cable. You have access to so many different thousands and thousands and thousands of programs. All your favorite shows. It's news, it's sports, it's weather, it's movies, it's series, it's everything you want. And all you do is pick what you want. A lot of it is free. Some of it you have to pay for. But a lot of people are out there and like, you know, I wish I could have Roku, but I wish I could also watch regular TV. Problem is, the old-fashioned antennas are gone.
Right.
We don't have those anymore. When I was a kid, we had the rabbit ears, right, on top of the house. And you get out there and you move them around, so you get all your 7 or 8 channels, whatever you got.
For free.
Guess what? There's good news. Bad news is they don't make those kind of aerials anymore. The good news is there's a better way to do it, because most of you may not realize, and maybe many of you do, there is free TV available to everybody. ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, PBS, Univision, all those public stations basically, and public access stations have to be available, mainly for emergencies, weathers, things like that, news. People have to have access to their local stations. And what we are doing for the first time since I've been here is we are giving you a Roku streamer, high definition, you love it. We're also giving you the exterior antenna. So now, and you can position that anywhere around your house, you're not only be able to stream, you can get ABC, you can get NBC, you can get CBS, you can watch the big game, you can watch all the things that are on the regular big time TV, Fox, all your favorite series, and when there's nothing on TV, you can always use Roku to stream. #1 features full HD. It'll work with your 4K TV. You get that magical remote, which is the easiest remote to use in the business. There is your TV antenna. I know it doesn't look like it's antenna, but it is. And you'll position this anywhere. You can test it out to make sure you get all the channels. And guess what? This will work within a 60-mile range. What does that mean? That means if you live in a town and there's a city within 60 miles that has the projection of the signal, you will receive it. And most of us, I mean, we're near Tampa, we're near St. Pete, right? When I lived in Arizona, I was near Phoenix, I was near Tucson. You will always be in an area where those channels, those public channels, are available to you, and now you have the key to open that door. Bill Duggan, my buddy.
Hey, and not only key to have it all, look at that price. Never this affordable.
We do regular TV antennas, you know, the universal antenna, for $59 and $69.
Yep.
We do Roku for what?
It can get up to $100 for Roku. Exactly.
We're doing Roku and the antenna.
$20 each.
So if you don't want to do cable anymore, and I'm not telling you to get rid of cable, we're on cable, but if you don't want to do it because you're a senior and you're like, I don't want to pay anymore, you could basically just pay for what you want.
Exactly. And that's
get
just
the rest for free.
They're individually boxed. You can keep it together or break it up. And I love how you say we're on cable. Do you know we're also on Roku? We're also on smart apps, which is great. But is your TV older? This is a $40 upgrade to your television just by adding the Roku, and everything you need is in the box. The HDMI cable, the batteries for the remote, and you plug it into your television. It could be the big screen, it could be that secondary TV or the bedroom, and all of a sudden, like this TV, it's a smart TV, but guy, it did not have Apple TV. It did not have Disney Plus and Paramount Plus.
Does now.
Now it does. It has Hulu, but now it has a faster Hulu, a faster Netflix, and then you get into the other fun stuff. The Roku channel, free. QVC HSN Plus, free content. There's over 350 free channels that you can download and enjoy a variety of content. You don't have to pay an extra fee like you do when you subscribe to some of these other channels. That is the freedom of what you get. And most importantly, it is more and more of us are streaming, but more and more of us don't want to have those extra fees all the time. And this is very simple. One thing I love about presenting and sharing Roku, I've given this to my mother. Adam Freeman gave it to his mom. Why? It was simple. Simple for her to navigate and find shows.
I did the same with my mom.
And
she hated the cable remote control. Oh, literally hated it because it had 1,000 buttons on it.
This remote, you mean?
Yeah.
This is just it.
Look at them side by side.
Another upgrade from Roku. They simplified the remote and user experience, not just the interface on the TV, but I mean, half of these, actually more than half, I don't even know what they're for.
You don't use them.
But Roku has really simplified it. So there's your home button. It was funny, a friend of mine, his dad was coming over to house sit, and he's like, well, how do I work the TV? How do I, Dad, you just always hit that house button, it takes you right back to home. You hit the back button, and then you see what's at your disposal. So I was talking with, Valerie earlier. We all have our favorite shows, we're talking about them. Do you know where most of those favorite shows are? They're on a streaming platform. Can you find them? She was talking about her and Justin like to watch Temptation Island.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, I've heard about it. Let's see if I can find it. I can come over here. I can do my searching because it's all right here. I can type. You see everything. Live TV, free TV. Came over here. I found Temptation Island. Actually, this is what I like. Temptation Island is what Valerie likes. Debbie was talking about Yellowstone. By the way, we launched this last night, which is awesome. The biggest movies, you can watch them on here because they're streaming and out there faster.
You can watch me and you on Roku.
Totally. Actually, you know how? Boom. I'll come right over here, hit my home button. This is what's great about it, and got it from my mom. She got confused. What channel was QVC on? What channel was HSN? Boom, Mom, can you see that? There we go. You have all of this at your disposal. You know what's also interesting, Guy? We have, HSN's on cable.
Yeah.
But when you get cable, you don't get, I'm sorry guys, you don't get all of this great extra content. Interviews with the hosts, interviews with the guests, different little shows that we didn't even know about, like Busy This Week with Busy Phillips. This is where you get it home and try it. And that's what's really phenomenal about this offer tonight. You're getting the Roku and you're getting an
You just went by
antenna.
Guys in the Garden.
Oh, how could I have skipped that? Boom, right over here. Where's Guys in the Garden?
One more.
There we go.
There I am.
Boom. We want to watch it. And this is another funny thing. I'm like, Mom, how many shows did you watch today? I was like, well, I've been watching HGTV all day. I've been watching HSN all day. I'm like, oh, you've been binge watching. She's like, no, I don't binge watch. Like, that's binge watching. So that's what's awesome about it. Very easy to set up, easy to navigate, and that's your media streamer. Just set this up on your Wi-Fi and you're good to go. We've included the antenna though, because this is another cool upgrade. Because sometimes when you do go media streaming, Netflix doesn't give me my local weather and news. This antenna will give you those local channels because they're out there for free. But as Guy was saying at the beginning, a lot of us got away from that because we were paying for it, so why actually have an antenna in the living room? One for All has won awards, not just for the design of this antenna, but for the ease of setup. And as Guy mentioned earlier, the range matters, and that's the miles you're getting covered. We got my mom an antenna because we'd cut the cord, but she still liked her morning news shows and her 2 o'clock talk show. However, that antenna, 30 miles of range.
That's it.
We're getting double that, 60 miles of range. And one thing, kind of to give you a price comparison, we normally say $1 a mile. That's why this antenna sells on its own for $59 at HSN, but you're getting the antenna and a Roku. And it's actually, this is what happened to me, and Suzanne shared this with us last night. During the storm, you know, I had power, but I did not have cable. I didn't have my Wi-Fi, couldn't stream or watch anything. I had an antenna. So just by plugging this into the TV, doing a scan, all of a sudden, I'm getting the local news reports, I'm getting local broadcasts. So the antenna gives you that stuff that's out there for free. And what's also nice, I don't know if you can tell, Guy, my antenna's out there. It's not drawing focus. The Roku's set up out there. All of this is giving me free content, which is great, and not a big footprint.
Well, what I love about it too is that you're in control of what you watch. You're in control of when you watch it, versus, and again, we're on cable. I'm not poo-pooing cable. I'm just telling you, listen, there are other options out there for you. If you are like, listen, my cable bill last month was $200. I'm retiring. I really don't want that. I want to keep my bill less than $50 a month. You can do that because you're in control of what you're streaming, because you buy that either by the show or by the season or whatever. All the other TV that is included with this antenna, that's all free TV. So you could still watch. Like if you're going to watch, you know, there's a big golf tournament called the Masters. That's on regular TV, right? You know that. You can watch that. You can watch the big, if it's football, basketball, whatever games, right? The big tournaments, you can watch all that on regular TV, or if you choose, you can stream it on one of the sports channels, and you could pay for it as you go. So if you just want to buy one movie, $2 or3, rather than paying $200 a month for a bunch of movies you're never going to watch, it actually gives you the control back to your TV. You are in charge of it. And, you know, it'd almost be like if you could control the price of gas or the price of groceries, which you can't, but you can control the price of your entertainment.
Totally.
Because it is a choice you make. It's not something you have to have. $1,840, we are very, very busy. It is $39. And if you get a brand new HSN credit card, we'll take another $15 off. It is, I forgot to even tell you, it's free shipping.
And
that's insult to injury right there. It's too much.
That's the icing on the cake.
We're giving you too much.
Because get it home and try it. And I'll be honest with you, when you connect this to your television, you're going to do a scan. You have a signal finder. I don't know if we can show up close, because this one's actually plugged in. You see the signal finder back here? When you get those 3 lights, you're in that sweet spot. It's omnidirectional, which is important.
I love that, because before you just had to run around till you figured out the best place.
Exactly, so I got the 3 signals.
Tells you your strength.
Then what am I gonna do? I'm gonna run a scan on my television. If I get 12 free channels, remember, that's 12 free of the premium NBCs, ABCs, Foxes, and all of those, which is great for free, but then I can reposition it, nice long cord, maybe further away from the TV or closer to an outer wall, do another scan, 30 free channels, 40 free channels. That's where all of a sudden it's like, wow. And I'll be honest with you, I got up to 30 free channels. Half of them I didn't need because they were in a different language or it was like not my interest. But those ones that I did want, awesome to have this. And in that emergency situation, which is great. Suzanne was talking about last night, people up in Michigan, they have generator power, but they don't have the Wi-Fi, but they have an antenna that can get television. And then yes, all that entertainment that we love, it's on a streaming platform, easy to upgrade. A lot of people, once they've gone Roku, they pick up another one. It's the first time Roku's been $20 and an antenna has been $20. I don't know, can I go over here to this television? I want to show them how easy it is to set this up. Everything you need is going to be in this box. And that's what's great. This is the guest room television. This is the TV that keeps me company when I'm doing my taxes and I need some entertainment. So I come over here, the Roku's in the box, the HDMI cable's in the box. I'm actually not even plugging it in. I'm pulling power from the TV, and just boom, all of a sudden, the guest room TV, the one at the summer house.
Look at that.
It now has HSN, Hulu, all the big names, all the big shows, all the big summer movies for free, which is great, unless I want to subscribe. And I can actually even then set up the antenna if I'd like. Or you know what? Maybe just set up the antenna, because this is that guest room TV. They can still watch the Jimmy Fallons and the Jimmy Kimmels at night because you have those big networks. The biggest difference, and we got my mom that antenna, it was 30 miles of range. She lived in San Francisco. All the big networks were right there. But NBC, that was 50 miles away. She couldn't watch any NBC shows until we got a 60-mile antenna like this one, but it wasn't $20. So now she actually has a fuller range of what you can grab. And I will be honest with you, antennas, they do get interference with hills and mountains and some construction, but even just a few free channels huge upgrade.
Yeah,
and then
it's
you also
free.
have that Roku to double it up.
And you don't pay for it. It is included in the deal. So I want to go over it really quickly because we're about halfway through the presentation. We are almost at 2,000 sold. It is going very quickly. A lot of you out there are like, listen, I'm going to keep my cable, but I have a guest room that there's a TV and I've never used it. Well, then use the Roku for the guest room so that when your guests come over or you have your kids are in town, they will have a TV where they can watch and stream movies. But also remember, we are giving you that antenna. Even if you want to just use that antenna for your main TV or wherever, you now have a TV that's going to get those free channels. And again, I like what Billy said earlier. If you lose your cable, for whatever reason it goes out, it happens all the time, you'll still have regular TV. And a lot of times that happens during a hurricane, during a tornado, during a storm, right? So you don't want to miss out on any of your favorite programs, and you certainly want to be updated on what's going on with the weather. You will have public access to those different channels. And remember, talking about Fox, NBC, ABC, CBS, PBS, you got Univision, there's other channels. But listen, when I was a kid, we got like 7 channels, 8 channels, and public TV. That's what we got.
And then we got 200 channels.
Then my parents bought a box when we were kids, and it was like, you got one movie channel, and you had to turn it on. And sometimes we'd wait till they went to the bed. Would they go to bed? Because after midnight, they'd show different movies. Well, and we would sneak down and be like, let's see what's on TV.
Sneakers.
And our parents would yell at us.
But even when we got cable, do you know how many channels we watched? We watched about our favorite 7. So what I'm trying to show you over here is I just took a picture on my phone, right? Have you ever wanted to fling those pictures from the party and put them on the TV? I don't know how to do it. It's confusing. It's complicated. Oh, wait. This is an old TV. I can't do that.
That's awesome.
And, Guy, I'm actually not flinging to the television. You know what I'm flinging to? I'm flinging to the Roku. So now I can show the picture that we just took. I can show, let's see, the picture that we just took with Valerie and Aaron. This is where you're having fun again with upgrading your TV for $20 with Roku. So you're not really breaking the bank. You're just having fun. There's me and Debbie last night. There's the crew last night. Here's a fun one. You know, it's the slideshow we'd made. Boom, it's going to play. There we go. HSN over the years. I'm controlling this from my phone or from my tablet, and the fun part about it is, we have a lot of technology in our lives. Do you know how to work it? Roku is #1 because it's easy to set up, easy to navigate, which makes sure you're gonna use it. You know, you can have a whole bunch of electronics in your life, but if it's complicated, expensive, cumbersome, nope. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Guy, I use my Roku every day because all the big shows, they're right there on my Roku. I wanna be able to find them, I wanna be able to enjoy them. And that's why, again, I got my mom using a Roku. My poor mom, she would change rooms before she changed a channel because she's like, I can never find that channel again. So I go to your room and watch HSN and I watch, HGTV in my room. Now, because it's such a simple interface, she can find those shows. And at the end of the day, we're not paying that cable bill all the time, which is huge for her.
Let me tell you.
She's spending more and more time with my sister and their kids, but now at home, she can find her shows.
Like everything else, cable bills just get more and more expensive every year. And again, listen, I worked in cable. I'm on cable. We're all, I'm not telling you that cable is bad. I'm just saying, listen, if it's a choice between, having to get rid of your TV altogether or being able to still enjoy it, this gives you a very sort of user-friendly, very affordable way to be able to get all the movies that you want on regular TV, all the news programs, the weather. I mean, you can watch your everyday news and never have to pay a penny, right? Yep. If you want to stream, then you decide what you want to stream, right? I think I've got, I'm on Prime, right? I love my Amazon Prime, and I've got other things that I use for TV, Hulu, a couple other things that I buy movies from. Sure. But the nice thing is, I don't have to really sign up or anything. I just become a member, and then anytime I want to buy something, I pay $2, I pay $3. I'm not paying $195 a month, of which 99% I won't even watch. Right. It's a waste of money.
And not to mention, this television, it was an expensive TV. It's a few years older. Yeah. It's gotten slower. And have you ever done that? Like, your TV might have YouTube or might have Netflix, but it's hard to navigate. It's really slow. I was able to jump onto YouTube and just have fun with it. Or, we're talking a lot about TikTok recently. I can watch TikTok on my phone. By the way, that
Pluto TV is awesome.
Oh.
It's all old movie.
What's your favorite?
I think Green Acres is on there, but I can't remember because I have so many different channels now that I access. But I love Pluto because it's a lot of old.
It's free.
It's old series.
Right. And the thing is, you can add it, you can remove it. Talk about old series. We watch 24/7.
I mean, they have commercials, but I don't care.
Love
it's
Boat
free.
channel for 24/7 Love Boat channel. Oh, what's Top Gun?
Oh, Top
That's a
Gun.
classic. Hello, for free.
Oh, Val
that's
Kilmer,
just
God
great.
bless you, buddy.
Actually, you're right. Good, yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. And the thing is, you can watch at the Love Boat channel. Oh,
That's
Andy
what
Griffith
Andy Griffith.
show.
I
Can't
watch
go
that
wrong.
show all the
Oh,
time.
this is my account, actually. Let's see, because here are all my favorites. Channel Guide, boom, over here. Murder, She Wrote 24/7. I love that. Price is Right 24/7. Judge Judy, wrestling. I mean, this is where you could really, and you know what's even on here? HSN.
It's a
Boom,
lot of old
for
school
free.
stuff, which I love, all right, because I'm older than a lot of you guys. So I
But
enjoy
you
that.
see how we're navigating around?
Stop laughing. They're laughing at me in the control room.
Because you
Rebecca.
like old stuff?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
You know, when I first came here, I was the youngest guy here.
Oh my God. Too many guys.
So
to
many
this early.
men, so little time.
And the thing is, we're navigating around, because this is what happens. This remote, where did I get lost? How do I go back? What's going on?
Look at this remote. It's actually starting to turn yellow on the buttons.
Right?
That is, you know what? I tell you, I would give this to my mom, and she would look at it, and she'd give it right back. She'd be like, what is this? And I'd be like, she goes, God, thanks for giving me a typewriter. And I'd be like, Ma, this is the remote. Up channel, down channel, volume there. And then she had a little bit of shake. She'd hit the wrong thing. The whole thing would go haywire.
I lived with my grandmother for a little while. I was running out. I'm like, do you need help? I was like, well, I can't get the TV to work. She was using her cordless phone.
I know. God bless her.
That's just it. We all
I
get
know.
baffled. Very simple, not just to navigate, but even to set up. And it can't be more affordable than $20 for a Roku, and then another $20 for an antenna. An antenna that looks good. We brought this one out earlier. This is what Guy and I all grew up with. They still sell these because out there over the airwaves is that free signal if you have an antenna. But wouldn't you rather have a designer one in your living room or in your guest room with 60 miles of range? That means it can pull in more from further, and it's not compressed, which is great. Little feature, you plug it in, it's amplified, so you get better grab in terms of what you're gonna be able to download or get. And then you even have that longer cord, so you can put it where you wanna put it, but it looks good wherever you set it up. And then you're blown away with how much stuff you're getting out there for free. Because as you know, we're talking about, Guy likes the Pluto channel, we watch it too. We watch a lot of the same stuff, but the best part about it, we don't have to pay for it. Here's another cool takeaway.
Peacock's good too.
Peacock's great,
Yep.
but Peacock has a subscription, Hulu has a subscription, the Roku channel does not, QVC, HSN Plus is free, Pluto's free. But you know what they started doing? Even local broadcasters are giving you a streaming channel. So we're here in Florida, but I want to see what's happening back home in San Francisco where Mom's at. I can watch the news for free
Yeah,
and
that's
get
awesome.
some of that. So if you thought about trying streaming before, if you did and it was complicated or it started to add up, guess what? Go Roku. And the best part about this value, you can have the Roku on the kitchen TV. You can, for 20 bucks, you can add it to the big TV or your bedroom television. Because remember, even a Roku in and of itself can be $100 on its own. And one thing I like, you saw me fling to it, which was important, there's even a Roku remote. So you can download the Roku app. You don't need it. But with that Roku app, say someone's hogging the remote, say you can't find the remote, you can download the Roku remote, boom, right over here, and even use it on your phone.
Oh, man.
What I like about it, it has that microphone. So I can speak to, my phone via the microphone, find a movie, find a channel, and it will pull it up for me. And all of that connectivity, just have fun with it. You know how to work your TV. You know how to work your remote, the basic buttons. That's why this will become your new best friend, because it's affordable, but look what it's giving you. All of these great options. The big names, the latest shows, but then free stuff and very easy to navigate. And one thing people realize, some of this is preloaded, but maybe I don't want CNN, or maybe I don't want Fox Business, or the kids aren't here. I'm gonna remove the PBS Kids. Come over
Get
here.
rid of that,
Remove
ratty
ads.
kids.
Boom, that's simple versus renegotiating a contract, adding a music channel, because you can stream on here and do all that great stuff.
I'm just laughing because they said, get out of here, kids. And Rebecca said, yeah, kids don't need no TV.
They don't need TV.
That's
Less
right.
TV.
When
Go
I-
outside
that's
and
right. It's
play.
like my dad, when we got up, we had to clean the lake every morning. I'm like, what are you talking
Clean
about?
the
You
lake.
crazy. Because he was trying to make it like they had it really hard. But anyway, bottom line is we only have about a minute left. You are getting the Roku. You are getting the antenna. You get, there goes the rabbit ears.
There goes the antenna.
You get free TV. You get to pick whatever you want. You are in control of your own budget. You are managing your own entertainment because I don't need somebody else to do that. If I want to be pushed around, I'll hang out with her.
I just heard free.
Come in the middle.
We love free,
Free
hey?
TV?
Yeah, free
Yeah.
TV.
Plus, I get to customize what I want to watch on my Roku.
Very
Whatever
easily.
you want.
So it feels like it's a personalized entertainment experience
Yes.
at home.
For $40.
There's no way it's $40. That's the
Yeah.
flex pay, right?
Do you like a lot of the? Do you like
Right.
the
$20 each.
Do you like
Do I have to pay anything after the
No,
fact?
nothing. Do you like the newer shows or you like the older shows? What do you like?
I'm really into the vintage shows.
I love
like,
those.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
like
me
some
too.
Of the
Wait,
older,
what is vintage for you?
Oh, I'm thinking like, you know.
Friends?
No.
Older?
I Love Lucy.
Wow, Sting.
I Love Lucy. Okay,
Golden Girls.
Yeah. There's a new
That's
one.
where it's at. I heard.
I like the Twilight Zone.
Mid-century.
I like the Twilight Zone because that's kind of like my life sometimes.
Twilight Zone, yeah, that's a good
It's
one,
all
too.
crazy.
Mine too.
All right.
Wow.
You know how much I love working with you?
That you get to do it again every Saturday.
I love
next
it.
Saturday, are we together next Saturday?
I hope so. I think so.
Okay.
All right. Billy,
I'm
and of
here.
course, Billy.
Next Saturday. I'm busy.
What are you
Billy's the
doing?
best.
I don't
know.
He's busy.
I'm washing my hair.
He's going to Mexico soon,
I'm
right?
going to Mexico.
Me too. You?
Wait.
No. Oh.
You think we're going to be there at the same time? Ah.
They can't handle that.
Should we invite Guy?
I'm going home, I guess. We're going to Mexico.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching Saturday Shopping. It's been exciting. Don't go anywhere, though, because the gorgeous Nicole Hickles bringing the vibes next hour.
Happy Saturday.